sunsets, though. Well, another reason why the sunsets are more spectacular here is because of the deserts to the west. And I think that is a main contributor to the beautiful sunsets that we have. Because usually you get the best sunsets when you're over desert type. And it really reflects off the ground in the deserts. All the sand, dry brush, etc. And so we have some of the most brilliant sunsets in the country. Texas, New Mexico, parts of Arizona, all of Arizona, and Cali, almost all the way to the beaches, have the most spectacular sunsets. And if you go on top of a mountain, like on this side of town, go on top of a hill, not a mountain, or if you go like to Big Bend National Park during the sunset, you're going to see some of the most spectacular rock formations of your life. If you go to New Mexico or Arizona, you'll have some of the most beautiful sunsets. And even more brilliant because there's even less clouds in New Mexico half the time. In Arizona, I mean, forget it. You're not going to see clouds much, but you'll get sunshine quite a bit. Just wanted to give you a little night tour of the city. If you guys are interested, move to San Antonio. I'm telling you right now, move while you can. Right now it's affordable to move to San Antonio, but if you don't move now, you're not going to be able to afford it later. But if I were you, I would definitely move to San Antonio. And if not, well, you can move to, there's a lot of affordable places. If you're having a rough time affording places, I would recommend going to Lubbock, Amarillo, Midland, Odessa. And if you really want to live in a remote area but buy a lot of property, somewhere in Central Texas, really. I mean, you know, Mason, Texas, Fredericksburg, Waco. Wouldn't really recommend Waco though, but if you're just looking for a place that's cheap, you would probably want to do Waco. Anywhere south of San Antonio is affordable, all the way to the border. It sure is far away from here, but you're not going to get hills. But you're also not going to get hills in Waco either. If you're looking for desert / mountains or desert, if you're in the coastal plains, a cheap place would be anywhere north of Corpus in a small town that you could buy beachfront property for $100,000 or less probably, and still get ocean access. If you're looking for a more expensive, closer to the city, you're gonna probably pick somewhere near Houston, Galveston. If you're looking for dirt cheap, you're gonna look for a small town south of San Antonio and west of Waco and west of Wichita Falls, Texas. If you're looking for dirt cheap. If you're even looking for cheaper than dirt cheap, I mean, at this point it's ridiculously cheap. You're probably gonna want to go with dirt cheap. You're gonna look for a small town that's like 10,000 people or less, but in that small town that you're looking for 10,000 people or less, you're probably gonna have to pick Abilene. I'm not even looking at my GPS. You probably have to pick Abilene, Wichita Falls, maybe suburbs of Fort Worth could be cheap. But if you're looking for dirt cheap, pretty much anywhere north of Lubbock, Amarillo, Abilene, anywhere around there is cheap. And if you pick a small town around those smaller towns, you could probably get a house for like $200 or $300 a month. You could get a trailer for $200 or $300 a month. middle of nowhere Texas, you know, the nearest Walmart's like 60 miles. Oh yeah, you can get a cheap rent. You can even buy property for dirt cheap. I mean, you might pay what, $10,000 for 5-10 acres, maybe 20,000, maybe maximum. I don't think more than that. I mean, you can make yourself a mansion out there and live good. But if you're looking for in the city, well, San Antonio ain't gonna be the place. I mean, it's cheap here, but it's getting more expensive. You could probably find an average apartment that's not in the rich areas of San Antonio for like $450, $500. And the funniest thing is, yeah, you could do it for like $400 or $500 easily. Oh yeah, easily $400 or $500. You can find an apartment for $400 or $500 out here, especially in the smaller towns around the city of San Antonio. If you're looking for in San Antonio, you're probably gonna want to look on the west side to northwest side. You can probably find some decent apartment pricing considering the fact that you're in a rich neighborhood. So, considering that you're in a rich neighborhood, you can probably find now if you're looking for the middle of the rich neighborhood, going towards the higher end of the rich neighborhood, and you can afford it, and you want to live nicely, you're probably gonna have to pick Stone Oak, Castle Hills, and you'll probably pay about $800 or $900 a month for a 2-bedroom, which is cheap for here, but you know, cheap. But anyways, just wanted to make this little video about it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. Thank you guys for watching.